house, reset your engravings down to 0, and ban you for 30 days. The problem is that, like, RMTing in the game is it's like, you ever have a time where you have somebody permaban? No, I don't think permaban is a good idea. The reason why I don't think it's a good idea is not because I think it's too harsh, but because I think that it will not solve the problem. So Blizzard actually has the solution for this, and I actually agree with Blizzard. Is that the solution that Blizzard has is they ban people for 6 months. Because if people get banned for 6 months, they don't want to start a new account, because then they invest everything onto that new account and they want to play their old account, really. So they ban people for like a long period of time, and then it reduces the amount of things that they do that are against the rules. Do you see what I'm saying? So ban devices if possible. Not the first time, at least? No, I don't think so. And that's what I would do. That's what's smart. Gold buying who's 2-week ban. I think that, like, delete their gems, like, actually do something that regresses their character if they get caught for RMT. Like, if you know for a fact that they're RMTing, like, you have, like, this exists on a spectrum. It's like, some guy gets gold, it's like, maybe he's RMTing, maybe he's not, it's hard to say. Maybe you don't do that to him, right? But if you know somebody's RMTing, fucking take the gems, put them in the garbage. Oh, wow, but I had Legendary Mayhem engraving. Yeah, you did have it. Wasn't that fun? Well, now you get to have fun getting it again. You know, that's it. Fuck them. That's the way it goes. Yeah, reset them to tier 2. I like that a lot. That's great.
Outside, third-party RMTing, you should say, because you can buy gold in game. And some people have reported that they've gotten 3-day bans or suspensions. And I think going forward, a statement needs to be made that it's a permaban policy going forward. Right? So if you get banned, it's permanently.
Yeah, I think it should be 3 months. I think it should be a 3-month suspension. And also, like, it should be... you know what you should do? They should suspend you, and you should have an option. You get to pick your poison. Does your character get reset down to tier 2? And you lose all your gold? Or do you take a 3-month suspension? And you make them make that decision right there. I fucking guarantee you that RMT would go down. Isn't that good? I love it.
Banned, right? So this is not for the bots, but for the players that are participating in third-party RMT, because that is also a major cause of it. The bots are able to make money because players are willing to spend real-life money.
Yeah.
Outside of the game and get gold for much cheaper. Now, another thing that I think is important, and I know they're reluctant to do this.
I don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel bad for Amazon because, like, here's the thing, right, bro? This is a fucking pay-to-win game. You just spend real money. You buy crystals. You sell crystals for gold. It's pay-to-win. You buy gold. So, like, really, they're just mad because people are they're cutting in on like, their business, right? So, like, I don't view, like, RMTers as some fucking, like, morally unjust evil. No, it's just that they're cheating. Like, they're cheating in the game, and it's like, if you're gonna cheat and pay to win, you're gonna have to do it by the fucking rules. That's the way it goes.
Locking the servers.
Yeah, I don't really feel. I'm not mad at them.
Especially servers that have long queue times, like NA West.
Yep.
At launch, we saw that, right? We actually saw that at launch, where they locked servers and they created new servers. Now, I know they're reluctant to do that again, and I know why they're reluctant to do that again.
They should not do that.
Because number one, they have this huge summer event that's going to be coming up. They have the Vicus raid coming up. They're going to have the Clown raid soon after that. And they want new players to come back or get into the game.
Well, it's like, you shouldn't lock servers. You should just say, like, hey, like, I don't know how they can solve the problem. Like, any character created after the state has a queue time or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if the technology is there for that. But, like, ultimately, because people might want to play on a server. Like, let's say somebody's friends are all on one server, and then it's like, oh, well, I can't play this server because it's locked. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You can't play with your friends because they can't handle bots? No, in my opinion, I think that there is one solution to the botting problem, and that is Amazon spending real money to solve the problem by hiring people to look at the situation day in and day out. And if they don't do that, it doesn't matter.
And they're worried about locking them out. But
the
issue is that you need to do it, I think. They're worried about the long-term health of the game. I think if you don't do that, that's worse for the long-term health of the game. You need to do the launch strat where you lock the servers that players are active on, create new servers, And for the time being, while you try to manage the bot situation, funnel the bots there, right? And then offer server transfers. It's clear that the technology isn't there. You guys don't have the ability to do that, because if you did, you could just do the launch strategy over again. And I think they're worried that if they lock the servers, they don't want to create new ones and have another EU-West situation. But we need to solve the EU-West situation, I believe, right? That's an important issue.
I think what they need to solve is the bot situation. Solve the bot situation, and you're not going to make an algorithm that solves this. It's not like you can hire some engineer at Google or Amazon who's going to figure this out. Because here's how you do it, right? So, like, for example, let me think of a way to put this. It's trial and error. So whenever you get suspended, hey, here's how you get around bots. And this is how, like, I would do it, at least, right? Is I would have a bot and I would document every single thing that bot did. And then every time that I had a bot get banned, I would change one thing in the programming. And eventually, I would figure out what the one thing that the detection program is detecting by process of elimination. Like, that's literally what they do. Of course that's what they do. It's common sense. This isn't some fucking genius idea. This is literally trial and error. It's basic protocol.
Need to have server transfer functionality, or data character data transfers, but you need to lock the servers, because there's no reason that real players should be getting locked out of the game due to bots. You're going to lose players that way, right?
Yeah.
I think that's going to cause more damage
friends.
to the game
exactly.
in the long term, right? Just some important feedback there. Another thing I would say is they need to adjust the crystal, the royal crystal to blue crystal to gold conversion rate. So if you guys don't know, when you go into the cash shop in Lost Ark,
I know about that.
You go to the currency exchange. There's a description here, and the game sets the value, basically how many royal crystals when you convert royal crystals when you want to buy gold, right? 238, 476, 714.
Right.
They need to make it a more competitive value. And I know on the bottom line, at any game company, I mean, I'm sure you know, if you're a player listening to this, you're like, oh, they'll never do that, right? They're going to lose money that way. But a lot of people aren't really interacting with this, I'm sure, right? You're probably losing a lot of money from players going to third-party websites and illegally buying gold, right?
Here's what they should do: is that they should make it to where the gold that you get way more gold at max level from completing like Vaulton and like Legion raids and shit like that. That's what the real problem is. It's because people do this stuff, and the other ways of farming gold are efficient. Because there will be a point in which the botters can't make enough money they can't make enough raw gold for it to be worth spending their time investing in the game and continuing to use all of their resources and technology to make gold in it. So if you increase the amount of gold in the economy and you make it to where it's much higher on like the top end of players and like for completing end game activities, it makes it easier to ban the bots, and it makes it harder for bots to make money and break even. Like, that's just what happens. In your fucking new player experience? Not
this
really.
Needs to be a more competitive value. In other regions, I remember when I was playing on Russia, it was you got more gold for your royal crystal.
Yeah.
Not because of the inflation, but because of the set value here, right? This needs to be adjusted to be something that's more competitive. And if more players interact with this system, it's actually better for the free-to-play player rather than them going to the third party. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, oh, that means it's going to inflate and people are getting more gold.
Yeah, that's true.
The value of materials and engraving recipes and everything is already inflated. If I go to the end, 23,000, 24,000 gold for a grudge is not reflective of the currency exchange value at 772. It's just not. It's super. These items, I have friends that do busing and carries in Lost Ark, and they price their busing or carries at the third-party website value. They don't price it at what's in the cash shop. Right? That's what a lot of players are doing. And
that's what happens, right? It's like as soon as people realize they can cheat and not get in trouble, everybody starts cheating. It's like in Mists of Pandaria, everybody had a kickbot. Like, I was even thinking of installing one. I was thinking about botting. I was like, well, Blizzard's not banning anybody for this. Why am I playing the game as a real person like a loser? I could be making money while I'm sleeping.
Serious
and then
problem,
everybody starts doing
in my
it.
opinion. That's a
what
serious problem for the actual free-to-play player that needs to get solved, in my opinion. You need to make the prices more competitive. You need to have players interact with the system more. And I think I'll end up probably making more money in the bottom line if players are using your system more often. And with that, again, you need to offer confirmation that we will see region or server transfers that are going to happen at some point in the future, that you're working on the technology to do it. You're able to export character data. You're going to merge regions at some point. You need to offer the confirmation, because players are getting deeper and deeper into the tier, and that's not fair to the player, right? That spent so much time progressing their character. And as mentioned earlier in my post that I wrote, we were told that you would, if the health of the region or server was at risk, or it needed something needed to be done, it would get done. Well, I think now is the time for something to get done there.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely.
Finally, all low-hanging fruit should be removed. Okay, absolutely all low-hanging fruit should be removed. I mean, stuff like this, right? Like, I can come over here.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way that these guys should be able to just sit here and hang out. I get it. You can't individually ban, like, every single bot.
Yes, you can. Yes, you fucking can. I guarantee you. Give me the tools that an Amazon moderator has, and I will ban every bot in a day. 100%. That's their job. Yes, you easily can. Basically none. Yeah, of course you can. Delusional, you actually can. No, because, so here's what you do. You look and you see how are bots making money. Because you don't need to go to every island and every little nook and cranny of where the bots are. All you need to do is find the 7 or 8 different hotspots that bots are farming at, and then ban them. And then once you detect a large population of people at an irregular area, you go and check that too. And then also you follow the reports. If somebody reports something, you check it out. It takes 30 seconds, and then you're done. Like, are you dumb? No. Wait, you guys actually think that I'm stupid on this? They're bots. They're right there. Everybody sees them. Everybody sees them. Just ban them. That's it. You just get rid of them. Like, this is not rocket science. You don't need to be a Google engineer to look at a bunch of people with randomized fucking names and say, hey, I think these aren't real players. Ban two more sprout up. The problem is that they get to 60 or they get to 50. Stop letting them get to 50. Watch what they do as they level up. Figure out where the bottleneck is, where all of the bots have to allow themselves to be seen, and then you ban them. It's not fucking complicated. I think so many people are trying to turn this into some kind of like unsolvable problem. This is a problem that is easily solved by real people. That's it. Then they level legit. Then yes. Then they would have to level legit. Then they're not bots.
Have some people sit there all day, but you see it in RuneScape actually.
Prosing is a manual solution. Yes, you need a manuated solution.
They just hang out here on every channel. There's no reason they should be able to just sit here on every channel. You got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. And on top of that, if you go to the auction house and we just look at accessories, and I can go to tier 1 accessories.
Yep.
Right? Tier 1 accessories, and I can go to recent prices, things that have sold 20,000 gold for a tier 1 swiftness earring, right?
That's
830,000.
Oh my god.
700,000, 650,000, and I've seen crazier numbers.
Holy shit! I never saw this
in different tiers.
Holy fuck!
Right?
This is
Necromancy raid captain going for 500k.
Are you really telling me that you couldn't have a threshold or something like that? You're really telling me that you couldn't do this? It's so hard. Like, oh man, like it's so hard to do this. How could anybody ever figure this out? It's so easy to figure this out. Like, you just look at certain items, you add in like a manual threshold that, like, if this item is sold for more than 100,000 gold, it's a fucking bot, and then you ban the people doing it.
Sold.
It's simple.
That's not BIS. That's terrible.
Yeah,
this is not hard. I mean, how does this one even get away? This happened today. 613 as I'm recording this video.
They're fucking lazy.
These have to be instant bans, right? You know what I mean, guys?
Yeah, it's like you're buying this. Look at this. Starting sale price 830,000 gold. Do you really think that they can't add a failsafe in to detect something like that? Like, it's just, and if you ban people like that, you'll undoubtedly end up banning innocents, which may lead to other issues, legal and even PR. They already ban innocents. We're already there. That already happens already. There's nobody who's selling. Like, what universe do you think exists where somebody has 830,000 gold in tier 1 and they buy a blue earring with it? But this is so dishonest. It's a very simple solution. You hire real people to identify where the bots are. How is it, think about it like this, how is it that every player knows there's bots and every player knows where the bots are, but they don't get banned? It's because they don't care. That's why.
This has to be an instant ban. There's no way. Okay, there's absolutely no way. And that's the beauty of Lost Ark. You can literally track all of the auction house or market sales and purchases right in the game. These have to be flagged for instant bans, permanent bans, and then let them, you know, if the occasional wrongful ban, I mean, oh, I just posted some earrings for 830,000 gold, then somebody bought it. You know, no pun intended.
Oops.
Okay, let them prove it. Let them prove it otherwise, right? But I mean, come on.
You let them prove. The thing is, like, I think that there's a lot of these things that happen because people are just so deliberately disingenuous. They are intellectually dishonest. I don't care about a solution that 1% of the time bans people unfairly. I don't care, because 99% of the time it works, and the 1% they can send in a ticket. Because right now, 100% of everybody is getting fucked over. Like, that's what happens. 100% of people are getting fucked over right now. It's common sense. Who's going to staff that?
Come on, you guys.
It's 30 million a month. What?
These are insane. These don't make any sense. They're specifically low bid rates here because they don't want to have the deposit is based on the bid. It just sucks, you know. It sucks because the game's really fun. I love playing the raids with my friends. I love doing the raids with my friends. I'm working on some cool stuff for the Vicus raid that I wanted to do, and summertime's supposed to be a great time for Lost Ark. It's supposed to be, you know, we're supposed to get a lot of updates, and
it's crazy.
Yeah, Lost Ark's a fun game for people looking for an MMO option out there.
It is
right?
nuts.
And it sucks to see it just get ransacked by third-party websites and
well, this is the kind of stuff people will say. Somebody in my chat says you can abuse it to get people banned you don't like. See an item they're selling on the auction house, just buy it for a ridiculous price. Some people find it worth spending gold to get you banned. For example, buying something from you at a high price. You don't have the name attached to the item that's being sold. So the only way that, like, it's just like these are the logical fucking gymnastics, mental gymnastics that people go through in order to justify why common sense solutions don't work. You're so stupid. The fact is that if the person is buying it and putting it up there, they would have had to have put it up there at 800,000 gold in the first place. Nobody is doing that. This is not happening except for people that are trying to fucking buy and sell gold. Then on top of that, you don't have a name next to the seller, so you don't know what's being sold. You don't know that you're buying the item from the right person unless they tell you ahead of time what the item is. And if you're talking to somebody and you're trying to get them banned, well, then the odds are you probably don't have a conversation going with this person because you don't like each other. You can bid it higher. Oh, I'm sure that you can. Actually, Can you bid higher than the buyout price? I don't know if you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can't. No? Okay, that problem solved. Like, it's just, this is the kind of stuff, like, who's going to throw around 800,000 gold? Like, people make, like, these fringe cases for why you should not do something that works 99.9% of the time. It's nuts. You don't need a buyout price? No, you don't need a buyout price. You're right.
You know, gold sellers and people
RMTing
like that. You know, it sucks. But I think some steps can be taken to make, you know, resolve the situation. So hopefully this video can help. Hopefully you guys can share it with some of your friends. We can get some awareness on this issue and maybe get their attention on the topic a bit more than what we've seen recently, I should say. So
yeah,
in any
I
case,
would
thank
hope
you guys
so
so much for watching the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
I think this is a big issue. I think so for sure. It works fine when you set absurd prices like 800K, but the issue is where you set the cutoff. Can they just do many smaller transactions, right? Obviously, it's not like if you sell it for this amount, it's going to suspend it. The problem is that, like, you don't solve a problem like this with one silver bullet. You solve it with a lot of silver bullets. You solve it with the silver bullet of figuring out what the bot pathing is, because the bots have to be in the game. Like, you have to be able to see the bots, you know what I mean? At one way or another, you'll be able to detect them somehow. And so you figure out where they're all moving, and if they have certain types of names with certain types of gear, every single one of them, maybe you could send something to the account to make them solve a CAPTCHA or something like that. I don't think it would be hard at all. I honestly think that Blizzard is putting in zero effort. Or sorry, Amazon. Blizzard did the same thing with BFA. They're putting in zero effort. They're not trying. They have no interest in solving the problem. No, it's because Blizzard did the same thing. And then whenever Blizzard actually started banning people, a lot of the bots went away. The problem's solved. That's what it is. Like, yeah, it's not that hard. CAPTCHAs are great. Yeah, CAPTCHA or something like that. Would you be able to ban people who are constantly online for a very extended period of time? No, not me by myself. No, you would have to hire more than one person. That's right. You would have to hire more than one person to ban people. Of course that makes sense. Look at the comment. Let me read the comment. What's this here? Good video. Hope something changes the long-term health of the game. The gold game economy being inflated with third-party RMT. In that mind, bots running rampant takes the fun away and more. I generally dislike dealing with making money in RPGs, and I won't use third-party RMT. Yeah, it just sucks, man. Beautiful video. Thank you for caring. It just fucking sucks. Great video. Yeah, everybody is pretty much positive about this video. I'm not really surprised. Let's see how popular Lost Ark is. I haven't done this for a while. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look and we'll see where this game's going, right? And the other games as well, where those games are going. Because I will look at the fucking Google Trends, all right? The announcement. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I want to do it anymore. I don't know if yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, shit, guys. Like, it's just, man, fuck. All right, let's do it. I'm just fucking with you guys. Guys, it's been a long time. It's been quite a while. It's been almost a year. Final Fantasy returns on the 21st. I will begin playing the game again on the 21st. 6 days from now. I don't want to make it a big deal, really. Like, I want everybody to know about it, obviously. But yes, I'm going to start playing the game again. I will continue the story on the 21st. That's the plan. Hodgerman with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's one of the people that I did Alexander Savage with and a bunch of other stuff as well. Actually, also, they have their mount in Lost Ark, the fucking completionism mount. Yeah, that's the plan. Sure, it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not that worried about it, right? It's going to be whatever. Like, I don't want people to turn this into, like, a really big thing or anything. Like, I'm just gonna play the game again, all right? I'm gonna go through the MSQ. We're gonna beat the content. It's gonna be fucking fun, okay, guys? And we're not gonna be, I want to make one thing clear, right? We are not going to only play Final Fantasy after the 21st. I'm gonna still do my intros. I'm gonna try to cut them a little bit shorter, right? Fam, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We are not gonna only do that, but I'll maybe make the intros a little bit shorter. That way I have more time to actually play the game, get through the MSQ. I'm hoping to do it in like chunks, right? Do like all of Stormblood and then do all of Shadowbringers, then do all of Endwalker. Not necessarily 1, 2, 3, but do them in chunks so everybody can expect to know what's going on. And yes, so yeah, maybe only 5-hour intros, 4 to 5 hour intros. That's kind of what I'm generally thinking of. But yes, I do want to, did I miss the announcement? Yes. I will just say right now, Final Fantasy 14 continues on the 21st. Okay, there. I put it in the title so people don't have to wonder, don't have to worry. Will you still do Vicus? Yes. No, but guys, I'm not quitting other games. I'm just gonna do the MSQ. That's all. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna do that too. I might take a break from it for a day or two or something, but that's about it. I want to get it done and move on. Yeah, I'm not quitting every other game. I'm not uninstalling WoW. Lost Ark isn't being thrown away. I don't hate Lost Ark. No, it just I've wanted to do it. I know this has been like, this might be a big shock to people. I'll read these threads about myself on like 4chan, on Reddit, on Twitter. Well, I can't believe he doesn't want to play. Well, just give it up. He hates your game. He likes my game better, and I know it. He's never coming back. And that's what they do. And I'm sitting here. I'm laying on my fucking futon, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, right? I don't know. I'll play the game whenever I feel like it, right? And that's it. People turn it into some fucking crazy thing, man. Yeah, it's nuts. And Hype Gamers, just hype for Asmongold, get back to the game. I know there's a lot of people that are very excited. Final Fantasy is so boring. Please know, if I did what somebody thinks is boring, I just wouldn't turn on my stream. There's people that hate React content. There's people that hate WoW. People don't like transmog competitions. People don't like mount-offs. People don't like, there's somebody that doesn't like everything. It can't revolve around one person or a small group of people's opinions, all right? There's a lot of people that like Final Fantasy, and I will continue to play the game. To be honest with you guys, I've been a little bit disappointed and frustrated with games recently. I've been very bored with them, and I would like to be able to, you read it will be 100% Final Fantasy again? I don't really know about that. I'm not sure. I just wanted to know that's hey, it's unavoidable, unfortunately. I'm not worried about, it's not that it's unavoidable. I'm just drawing attention to how ridiculous some of it is. That's about it. So yeah, I mean,